Hi there, I'm Tiffany with thecraftydame.com, and today I'm going to attempt to do a Veritaserum potion for you. Of course, that's from the Harry Potter movies and the books, and we actually did this potion as part of a Halloween party for some of our neighbor kids and our friends one year, and it worked out very well. The kids really enjoy it. The great thing about this, there's not a lot of prep work at all. You can find all different kinds of recipes online, but there are 3 basic ingredients that you need to have in order to make the actual bubbly potion effect. The rest of it is just inert ingredients that are there for color and sparkle and that type of thing. So let me go through the different ingredients. You should see an image on the screen right now of the basic ingredients that I'm going to use today. Those ingredients include white vinegar, baking soda, and dish soap. Those are the 3 basic ingredients. I also will include some glitter and food coloring. You can add just about anything to this potion that you'd like to make it more Harry Potter-ish. We added chocolate sprinkles, we called them bat dung. We also added parsley, and we called that gillyweed. And you could even add something like gummy worms to the mix. So all of that will bubble out and really give it a super cool effect. So let's get started. I found these 2 beakers at a local hobby store around Halloween, and so we put the white vinegar in this one and called it basilisk venom. I poured that into the cauldrons for the kids. These are the mini cauldrons. They are plastic. Found them online on Amazon. I poured that into the cauldrons for the kids because it does have a very distinct smell. Some of the older kids would have recognized it as vinegar. So we tried to kind of let the teacher, in this case it was me, handle that aspect of it and kind of played on the basilisk venom part of it, just so they didn't immediately recognize what was going on. Then after we add a little bit of basilisk venom, wow, that is a mouthful to say. Doesn't really matter how much you put in there. I really didn't measure anything out. This will work no matter what you do, as long as you put those 3 main ingredients in it. After that, we're going to go with a little bit of dish soap. And there is a particular order to put the ingredients into the cauldron. And you want to make sure that you leave the baking soda to the end. It's the last thing. That's what's going to cause this bubble effect. So we added a little dish soap. We called our dish soap worm guts. Kids loved that. And then we started adding the inert ingredients. So for us, it was a little food coloring, dragon's blood. The kids could choose which one they wanted. 2 or 3 drops is all you really need, especially with these small little cauldrons. And then we added unicorn horn powder, which is glitter. This is really the only thing that was non-food related, and I didn't really find any issue with putting this down our sink drain. I don't think that's going to harm your septic system. Everything else is food related, so super easy cleanup. Cookie sheets are a really good way to make that cleanup even faster, because it's going to, as you see here in a moment, bubble out of the cauldron and make a bit of a mess. So this is the point where you could also add the gillyweed and the worm, the gummy worms. You could add the bat dung, any number of other items. And then the kids stir. Now, our kids had wands that were made for them, but we did kind of ask that they not use the wands because the food coloring might stain them. So, it's actually a very pretty blue color. Once they've stirred, this is the point where you're going to add the ingredient at the end, the baking soda, which we called crushed dragon bones, and that's going to make the potion go. So this is also the point where you have the kids get their wands and do the Veritaserum. Okay. So again, it doesn't really matter how much you add to this. I'm going to put a bunch in there just because I want it to do its thing. And you also usually won't need to stir. See what it's going to look like. But If you want to make it go a little faster, you can stir. Wow. This is going to make a mess. But that's the whole point, right? There it is. That is a really pretty blue color. I usually do pink. I like the blue. A few little sparkles of purple in there. Can you imagine the bat dung coming out and maybe even a little gummy worm kind of poking its head out? Kids love this. And the fun thing about this is it will go on and on and on. And I actually will show you at the end here. I'll add another video from when I've done this before with a little pink color to the fizz. And you can see it just keeps going. It doesn't stop. You can also see why the cookie sheet is important. It helps make this super easy to clean up afterwards. And for us, that was great because we just moved on to the next activity. This was our potions class. We moved on to the next activity after that. So super fast cleanup. I will also point out, I have an actual cauldron. This is cast iron. This is a nice little cauldron. The problem with doing the experiment in something like this is it's so wide. It's got such a wide mouth that it doesn't bubble up as quickly, and you have to add a lot more ingredients to get it to do that. These little plastic cauldrons were perfect. The kids could take them home and along with their wands, and they could even do this experiment at home because most of the stuff you're gonna have around the house anyway. You know, the only thing I had to do was get a little bit more vinegar. Everything else we had. So super easy experiment, lots of fun. You can really play it up. I dressed up like Professor Trelawney, and we had Snape there as well, but he didn't do the potions class, so it was a little odd for the Harry Potter story, but we really made a big deal out of it, and the kids had a great time. So I hope you enjoy the experiment, the potion, and if you want to learn more about some of the other activities we did for our Harry Potter party, hop on over to thecraftydame.com and you should find all kinds of fun stuff. So enjoy.